Who wants to step into the pocket? Do you have what it takes? And now, the Pocket Presence Podcast, presented by FRESHOUSE Juice Bar and PILBROIII Inc. How's it going, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Pocket Presence Podcast. I'm your host, Dante Di Talamassis, alongside my co-host, Nick Saps.
What's going on, everybody?
And here we are, guys. Week 6 is in the books. Crazy week. But before we get into that, we'd like to thank our sponsors. FRESHOUSE Juice Bar. Check them out, guys. 2 locations, one at Kiel and Major Mac, and one at Pine Valley and Highway 7. For the freshest of the freshest needs, the nutritional extravaganza. Check out Mike. He's got it all for you at FRESHOUSE. Absolutely incredible. And, of course, PILBROIII Carpentry. They're the best guys. For the Pileggi family has been been in the carpentry business for over 30 years. Go to Tony for all your needs there. They build homes, not houses. Well, Nick, here we are. Another week 6.
Almost halfway done now.
Unbelievable. It's going by so fast.
It has, honestly.
What are your thoughts on week 6?
I'm really happy that the Detroit Lions finally decided to use more of DeAndre Swift.
Oh my goodness, I totally agree.
I've kept him on the bench in a lot of leagues because I believe he can be the guy in Detroit. And against Jacksonville, they finally used him. And I'm excited to see what he can do for that Lions offense and in the Lions backfield for fantasy owners. So.
I completely agree, Nick. I completely agree. I loved a lot of teams this week. I love how every team, when their coach gets fired, just somehow just obliterates a team.
Didn't we said something about that last week? Didn't
Exactly.
we say Atlanta was going to win?
Atlanta was going to win, and Julio Jones finally gets his touchdowns. Mm-hmm. It's funny. It was all Dan Quinn's fault, it looked like.
It looked like, yeah,
oh,
apparently.
My goodness. And, of course, my Dolphins pounding the Jets. There's nothing better than that.
Uh-huh.
We'll
get
more
into
on that
later,
exactly.
for sure.
But first, we're going to do our juiced up segment right now, Nick. So here we go, guys. Week 6 scores presented by FRESHOUSE Juice Bar. All right, Nick, here we go. First 1 o'clock games. Chicago Bears, Carolina Panthers. This was a great game back and forth, but Chicago takes it 23-16.
They only win close ones.
Cincinnati Bengals, Indianapolis Colts. Nick, it's hard to talk about this game for you, man, since he was up 21-0. And, of course, the Colts somehow came back in this one.
AJ looks good, though.
Colts take it 31-27. Detroit Lions, Jacksonville Jaguars. As Nick alluded to, DeAndre Swift had a monster day in this one. Adrian Peterson, the whole damn Lions team, really. They take it 34-16. Atlanta and Minnesota Vikings. Wow, what an incredible game this was. Kirk Cousins just was pathetic at the beginning, and Atlanta just literally torched them. The Atlanta offense is back, Nick. It's back. Atlanta takes it 40-23.
Captain Kirk, 23 fantasy points still.
Washington football team, New York Giants. This was a nail-biter of the trash, I guess. Wow, this was crazy at the end there. Washington football team, they lost by 1. Giants take it 20-19.
Kyle Allen ain't it.
Baltimore Ravens, Philadelphia Eagles. Wow, was Carson Wentz for real in this one? Tried his best to lead his team back, but Lamar Jackson and the Ravens are just too much in this one. Ravens take it 30-28. Cleveland Browns, Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow, did the Browns, I don't know what the hell happened to this team from one week to the next. Pittsburgh completely obliterated them. They look fantastic. Almost Super Bowl contenders, really, at this point, with the great defense, great offense. Everybody's playing great. Steelers take it 38-7. Houston Texans, Tennessee Titans. Wow, this was the game of the week by far. Deshaun Watson and Ryan Tannehill going at it. And, of course, can't forget Derrick Henry's monster 94-yard TD run. And for 212 rushing yards as well, I may add. Titans take it in overtime, 42-36.
Don't know why Cornell goes for 2.
Denver Broncos and New England Patriots. What a crazy upset this one. Nobody saw this one coming. I mean, if you did, God bless you, because I don't know how you did that. But it was literally Brandon McManus versus the New England Patriots, Nick.
And he won.
6 field goals. 6 field goals gets the job done, I guess. Broncos take it 18-12.
Kickers are people, too.
Green Bay Packers, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Wow, what a blowout this was. I didn't see this one coming. Rodgers was absolutely horrendous in this one, really. Crazy to sound like that. Rojo had a crazy game for the Bucs, ran all over this team. Interesting there with Devontae Adams coming back. I expected a better performance. Buccaneers take it 38-10. Miami and the useless New York Jets. Wow, what a great win this was.
What a great game.
Nick,
Wow.
Nick, it's Tua time, baby. Tua got his snaps. Now he's going to come back for week 8. Miami's going to be on bye.
Yep.
Very interested. We'll talk about that later. But the Dolphins blew out the Jets, obviously. 24-0. When is Adam Gase getting fired?
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Sunday nighter, LA Rams, San Francisco 49ers. Very close game. Niners played extremely great, especially in the first half. Jimmy Garoppolo completely changed after the horrendous week against Miami. Niners look good. They won 24-16.
Debo's back.
Monday nighter, we had 2. Wow. Yeah.
Well,
Monday at 5, I guess.
This was supposed to be the Thursday nighter.
Exactly. But it's a good one, guys. Chiefs and Bills. This was an awesome game. The weather was absolutely horrible. So for fantasy, it was a little weird. The ground game was working for Kansas City in this one. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, absolutely incredible game. Just burning down, chewing time. And the Bills didn't really have a chance after that. Chiefs take it 26-17. Arizona Cardinals and Dallas Cowboys. Wow. What a blowout this was. Andy Dalton, God bless you, buddy. You got absolutely annihilated by Budda Baker. Cardinals take it 38-10.
It's still the same primetime Andy, isn't it?
And that, guys, is the Week 6 scores presented by Fresh House Juice Bar. So, Nick, let's get into some of the conversations here. I want to get into my Dolphins first.
Sure.
First and foremost here, 2 at a time. Fitzpatrick isn't happy, Nick. He's not happy. How is this going to develop now in Miami? They looked really good, but now could this be disastrous for the season?
To be honest with you, I have no idea. I want to say no, because from what I know and from what I've gathered, I know everyone in that locker room, from the coaches to the players and even the upper management, they all love Tua, and I know Fitz loves Tua too, and everyone wants to see the guy do well. Like, they really get behind him.
That's right.
They back him. But at the same time, I mean, Fitzpatrick said today that it caught him off guard, and he really thought that this was his team. But I know Brian Flores, and he's shown that he's a great coach, and they're going to deal with this. And Fitz and Coach Flo and the Miami offense is going to rally around Tua, because he's a great guy. He's going to be a great player. And that's what I think. What are your thoughts?
Well, Nick, I hope you're right, man. I hope you're right, but I didn't like those signs, man. I really didn't like those signs. I didn't like that tension, man. Miami's, listen, they're on a win streak. On a win streak here. Why did Fitzpatrick lose his job? It's not like this isn't the New York Jets, where he lost his job.
Where they're getting shut out.
Yeah, and he lost his job playing like garbage. So, he's a new re-energized guy. Like, he's got weapons. Listen, Tua's going to have some tough games here. He's got the Rams and Aaron Donald. And he's got the Cardinals defense. I don't know. That can easily go 0-2. You know what I mean? And then all hell's going to break loose in Miami, because I know it's coming. And the Dolphins do this every damn year. When their players, I don't know what it is with this team sometimes. Whenever somebody's playing well, it's like either we trade the damn guy or
he gets benched.
Or, he gets benched, clearly. So
yeah,
it's sad. I don't know. There's part of me where Tua better perform, or else all hell's going to break loose in this locker room.
Right.
Because I honestly think the Dolphins are a playoff team.
They look the part. They look the part.
So
you can't really.
We'll see what happens there. It's frustrating, but I don't know. I hope it pans out.
So do I.
I hope it pans out.
The Miami Dolphins fans deserve some happiness, and I hope Tua brings that to them.
Oh man, Nick, let's move on. Let's talk about the Cowboys here. Wow, do they look absolutely pathetic without Dak Prescott? That defense is horrendous.
Baby come Dak to me, man.
Oh my God.
They need him, and it's just amazing to me that once he was, like, I mean, everyone knew he was going to be out for the season. And it still just amazes me how he still hasn't signed a long-term deal. Like, he didn't get his long-term deal in the summer.
Yeah, Jerry Jones, man.
And you look at them now. I mean, it's only been one game with Dalton.
Yeah.
But it looked horrendous.
It was embarrassing.
It was embarrassing.
Yeah.
You're playing at home. You have some sort of capacity of fans in the stands.
Yep.
And they didn't even show up.
No,
they didn't show up.
Pathetic.
And it's easy to blame Dalton because he absolutely sucked in primetime with Cincinnati, and the trend continued here. But it's not just Andy Dalton that lost them the game.
No.
This defense, I don't even think they could stop the Jets.
No. They can't stop anything.
I don't understand.
And you know what's even more crazy too? Ezekiel Elliott with 2 fumbles.
2 fumbles. What is he at? 4 lost on the season,
yeah.
I believe.
I'm sorry, Zeke, but listen, man, your team needs you more than ever. Your team's literally, it's either Zeke Elliott or bust. That's pretty much the offense.
Don't wear sleeves. Do not wear long sleeves as a running back.
It's a nightmare. That was a nightmare. That was the most horrific. Kyler Murray, I mean, absolutely torched this team. He came back home to Texas and boom, laid the smack down on this team.
Speaking of another Arizona Cardinal who laid the smack on the Dallas Cowboys
yeah.
and on fantasy opponents, Kenyon Drake.
Oh my God, he's alive.
Finally, after 6 weeks, he started running downhill.
That's right.
And look what happens when he can run downhill, what he can do against opposing defenses week in and week out. Never mind Chase Edmonds. This is Kenyon Drake's backfield.
I hope you're right, Nick. I hope you're right. I got Kenyon Drake in one of my leagues, but I really hope you're right. He's got a tough task against Seattle next week. We'll get into those games later, but no, it should be good. Should be another great week coming up. Nick, let's move on to the waiver wire targets.
Sure.
Somebody to target this week. Who are you looking for week 7?
I'm going to target a player who's on bye, and it's going to be Tua.
Oh, it's Tua time. Okay.
It's Tua. Listen, upside, that's so crucial. And
it's true.
And he's got that in spades. He can run, he can sling it, and he's the last rookie quarterback to debut. And I know for a fact that he wants to keep up with Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert.
Yep.
So I'm going to pick him up, stash him.
Yep.
And if my quarterback is on bye or I have a mid-tier QB who has a bad matchup and Tua has a good one, I'm going to start him without hesitation because who knows? He can put up 25, 30 points if the Dolphins play around him.
It's true.
And play to his strengths.
It's true.
He can do it, man. Who are you targeting?
Nick, you know what's call me crazy right now, but I'm not even going to target somebody that's not even in the league yet. I'm going with Antonio Brown, Nick.
Wow.
Yes, you heard me. AB has so much potential right now. I think he goes to the Seahawks personally.
Yeah, but that is the belief around the league.
But my goodness, if that happens, obviously DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett's value goes down. He's been working out with Russell Wilson. So when this suspension comes over, I mean, Adam Schefter made the announcement today. So, I mean, get on your waiver wire and hurry up and go get him because when he's available, that guy's one of the best route runners I've ever seen in my life. He's up there with the Jerry Rices of the world when it comes to route running.
Yeah, he's uncoverable.
He's uncoverable, and good luck whoever's covering this guy because Russell Wilson has a cannon of an arm. So that's my waiver wire pick. I don't have much else, to be honest. Most people are picked up.
I'm with you.
I mean, we could go Boston Scott against the Giants, but who wants to start people on Thursday night against that? And that game's just ugly, probably. So we'll see what happens there. But where do you think AB's going? You think he's going to Seattle?
I think so. They've shown time and time again, most recently with Josh Gordon, who was another, we'll say, troubled player.
Yeah.
They've taken chances, and
that's right.
I mean, for the time that he was there, Josh Gordon wasn't all that bad.
No, he wasn't.
But listen, AB is a lot better than Josh Gordon, so imagine what he can do in this Seahawks offense.
And Josh Gordon's days were done too. I mean, I always said after Cleveland, it was just game over for him. But AB, you never know, right? We talked about it, last week as well with the Steelers and what they did and getting rid of Brown and Bell, and now Bell gets a shot with the Chiefs. Now this is going to be nuts. Who do the Chiefs play this weekend? I can't remember. The Broncos. Yes, they play the Broncos. Yes. Yeah. I mean, you'll never know. Their defense played really well, so that's an interesting game as well. But let's move into that. What games are you looking forward to this weekend?
I'm looking forward to the Rams and the Bears.
Oh, on Monday night.
On Monday night.
That's right.
Because I remember a game from the Rams played the Bears 2 years ago, and the Rams offense looked horrendous because the Bears defense is so good.
Yep.
Right? And I want to see if the Rams have learned from that loss.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to see if they can score points against that Bears defense.
Yep.
And vice versa. I want to see if Chicago can keep this up, because
That's
right. even though they are winning close games, they should be blowing teams out.
I agree, Nick.
This defense has won them. What are they, 5-1?
That's right.
They've won them 5 games.
That's right.
Their offense needs to do them a favor every now and then.
That's right.
And I want to see if this is the week, because the Rams, they could 24. They conceded 24 to a Niners offense who's without Raheem Mostert, and they've been battered and bruised.
That's right.
And like I said, I'm really excited for that game. And what game are you excited for?
I don't know. Somehow the Rams are even favored in this game right now, so we'll see what happens there. I'm looking forward to the Steelers and Titans. I mean, holy cow, what a game we got here. 2 undefeated teams, powerhouses in the AFC.
How can I forget that game?
The Chiefs, my goodness, they got some competition here, guys. It's not just about the Chiefs right now. The Steelers look fantastic. Yep. James Conner versus Derrick Henry. Tannehill versus Roethlisberger.
Offensive
the defenses,
line versus offensive
oh
line.
My God, yeah.
They are 2 stacked teams.
2 stacked teams. This should be an incredible game.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea what to expect, but I want to watch this game in its entirety.
Me too.
I don't want to watch anything else, because this is a preview of the playoffs, people. And I'm telling you, we'll get a good look at Tennessee, and we'll get a good look at Pittsburgh and see who the heck they really are. So
I wanted to ask you a question.
Yep.
So now that we know Le'Veon Bell is with the Chiefs, what do you think that means for Clyde Edwards-Helaire?
Listen, I think it's a committee now. Le'Veon Bell turned this thing into a committee. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, CEH, had a great game against Buffalo. He earned some carries here, guys. It's not like Le'Veon Bell's just going to hijack this backfield. It's not going to work that way. I mean, Clyde Edwards, the guy ran hard, man. He averaged, 7-8 yards a carry every play, it looked like.
I've never seen the Chiefs run the ball ever that much. And
it was insane.
With Mahomes at quarterback, at least.
I mean, weather, too, I think, played a part. And just the way the game was going.
They were always up.
Yeah, it shouldn't have been that close anyways, guys. They were just burning the clock. And that was it, right? But, I mean, you never know. This is a Denver team now. They face very good defense. If they can get 30, 40 points on them, that'll be something. Because they looked really damn good against New England.
Yeah, they did.
Shut down Cam Newton completely. So you never know. You never know. I'm excited to see Le'Veon Bell. The guy looks ecstatic to be there. I mean, can you blame him?
No, because he's away from Adam Gase, and he goes into an offense with Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, McCole Hardman, Sammy Watkins, Demarcus Robinson, you name it, the Chiefs got it.
Literally. Andy Reid, cheeseburgers.
And, Eric Bieniemy's a great offensive coordinator.
That's right.
But the most important thing is he's not going to see stacked boxes.
No.
For once.
Yeah.
Because in New York, listen, they have nobody on the outside.
Yeah.
So the defense was focused on stopping Le'Veon.
It's true.
And now, I'm sure Andy Reid's going to dial up some formations with both Le'Veon Bell and Clyde Edwards-Helaire in the backfield.
Oh, that'll be dangerous,
And
man.
you know what? At that point, it's just pick your poison.
Yeah.
They're going to gain yards because the offense is too innovative and creative for them not to gain chunk plays.
That's true. I agree, Nick. I agree. And I'm interested in seeing how the jet motion works. So if you guys watch a lot of KC games, you'll see Tyreek Hill. They have that guy running around the backfield like a chicken with his head cut off. And next thing you know, it's either he gets the ball or
they go deep.
CH, he gets the ball, or it's crazy. It's crazy. So we'll see what happens there. Really looking forward to this week. Should be good, Nick.
I'm really excited, and I want to ask you. The questions just keep coming to me. is there any player that you drafted in the, we'll say, mid rounds, and I'm talking mid being like, 5 to like 10,
right,
that you're just done with? Like, you don't have any faith in him?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm kind of done with this guy already. Zach Ertz comes to mind. What an absolute bust this guy was in so many ways. Like, it's just ridiculous. And, of course, T.Y. Hilton.
That's
God almighty.
garbage. Garbage.
Listen, I traded for this guy thinking I got a bargain. But, wow. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen here. I mean, when Paris Campbell comes back, too.
And Michael Pittman.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, he's completely finished after that. So his days are numbered. It's just horrible to watch.
You know who I'm going to go with?
What about you, Nick?
I'm going to go with Juju Smith-Schuster. Now,
that's
I'm not going to drop him.
No, you can't.
I'm going to keep him on my bench. But my God, Mapletron, Chase Claypool.
I like that one.
That's what I heard Ben was calling him.
That's amazing.
He has come out of nowhere and taken the reins from Juju. Like,
yeah.
I mean, Juju had 2 catches for like 6 or 7 yards.
That's unheard of.
That's crazy. He's supposed to be the guy without AB, but he's shown that he can't. And Chase Claypool has come out of nowhere, and he's a must start every week.
He has to be.
For now, at least.
Hey, listen, if there's no Deontay Johnson, I mean, Chase Claypool has the size on Juju. He has the speed and the strength.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this guy's a monster.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw that Eagles game. He got another touchdown against the Browns.
Yep.
They're definitely using this guy. This guy could fly. He blew past Denzel Ward. I don't know how many times in that game. But we'll see. Now he gets a good test against the Titans. Malcolm Butler might be assigned to him.
Maybe, but Mike Vrabel's always got a plan.
That's true.
And
Titans are always well prepared, man.
And he's a fantastic coach.
Oh, yeah.
And, I mean, the Titans offense and Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator, have Ryan Tannehill playing like an MVP candidate.
Yep.
An MVP candidate.
No,
Ryan Tannehill.
Every game, Nick, 28 to 30 fantasy points. It's unbelievable.
And he's underrated as hell in fantasy, man.
Nobody talks about him. Because those rushing yards, he gets rushing yards too.
He does.
He gets those sneaky rushing yards. If there's nothing down the field, he'll run out of bounds for 7, 8, 9, 10 yards. And that's it. But he's got a great O-line. Goes to show you how my Dolphins screwed up, really. I mean, it goes to show you this guy with an absolute beast in the backfield and an O-line gets to do. He gets to do a lot of damage.
And speaking of people that Miami traded away, Minka, another guy who looks great.
Don't get me started
but
with that.
But you know what? We won't make you sad.
Another pick 6. What else is new? It's okay. At least he's on one of my fantasy teams.
That's true.
I loved him at the beginning of the season. He's a ball hawk. He reminds me a lot like Ed Reed, man. He reads. I mean, that's a lot of praise, but I think he could get there one day. You never know. He's a ball hawk safety. Just reads the quarterback's eyes so beautifully. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I mean, he's a great player.
But hey, I mean, listen. Last week, Miami won it for you on your birthday.
I know.
So that was a great birthday gift for you. Happy birthday to you.
Thanks, buddy. Really appreciate that. It was a great birthday.
Yeah,
my Dolphins won.
And a shutout.
I know
you're a big defense guy, so you're probably stoked about that.
Couldn't get any better. But Nick, that's it for us. It was a great podcast.
Yep, always is.
And that's it for us, guys. Check us out at the Pocket Presence Pod on Instagram. And follow us for all of our videos on YouTube at the Pocket Presence Podcast. Thank you to our sponsors again, Fresh House Juice Bar. Check them out, guys. 2 locations again, Pine Valley and Highway 7, and Keel and Major Mac. For the freshest of the freshest needs, the nutritional extravaganza, go to Mike. And, of course, PILBROIII Carpentry. The Pileggi family has been doing it for over 30 years. They build homes, not houses. Take care, guys.